Hey besties, you're welcome to my live. Whether you're watching this right now as I'm going live or you're watching it as a replay, you are welcome. Last time I went live was like 3 months ago. It's just been a long time, but I said today I must come live. Firstly, to give you a general gist and chit chat about my graduation. No, not just my graduation. To actually give, I have 7 tips on how to prepare for your own graduation. In case you're an upcoming graduate, and this is an opportunity to English. Oh, see, the bad thing about this life is that all the mistakes that would have been edited, you will now see it in real life. Anyway, this is an opportunity for you to ask any question. I already have a question that someone has asked. So if you have any, you can let me know. This life is going to be quite short, most likely, because tomorrow is going to be a very long day for me. I'm traveling tomorrow, so I need to just make this life as short as possible and as interesting as possible. So, first of all, I have my list of the 7 things that I'll talk about. It's today that you people would know that I'm short-sighted because I cannot see you very well. I cannot see what you're saying very well. I have to squint my eye. Anyway, I have a list of the 7 tips that I'll be giving today. But before I do that, I think it's very expedient to appreciate every single one of you. It all blew my mind, like on my graduation day and even after my graduation, because I'm still posting graduation content. In fact, I was saying I had like 4 days to go, but at this point, mhm, whenever I finish, you take it like that. Yeah? Okay. But the comments I received on my graduation throughout this season basically has been so beautiful to read. You like the prayers, the well wishes, it has filled my heart, and I'm so grateful for that. So to everyone that has taken it upon themselves to wish me well, thank you, and I wish you well also. By the way, today I know now where we go. Okay, so I'll be giving 7 tips for your graduation, and this is solely based on my own experiences when I graduated, because there are some things that you would not know would happen until you actually graduate. Then you realize that that day is not just a day that would like come and go. Of course, it will come and go, but it can be quite an impactful day depending on where your priorities are. For me, for instance, that day was such a big deal to me. It was not just business as usual. It was not just a regular graduation for me. It was almost like a celebration that yes, I actually did this. Yes, I succeeded, because apart from the horror story I experienced studying social work for 2 years as a self-sponsored international student, it is a lot. Then now experiencing what I experienced, in fact, it should have been a festival, like a festival of celebration. So my graduation was such a big deal to me. Now, 7 things that I learned after my graduation. Number one, if you are planning on graduating, have absolutely no expectations from people. Hmm. There is this saying that if you do not expect, you would not get disappointed. And that saying is true. Now, even though it's easy for me to say have no expectations um, from people, in reality, we know that we actually expect some things from some people. And by this, I mean, it's your graduation. It's supposed to be like your big day. So you expect people to show up for you, especially if you're the type of person that you give 100% to people. Like when it's other people's celebrations, you show up and you make them feel so special. It is so natural that in your turn you are expecting the same energy, but manage that expectation, because it could happen that mm-mm, mm, So that's just that's all I'm saying. So you will not get disappointed, because I had some like experiences that I was like, what's going on? What's happening? So that's one tip I would give any upcoming graduate. A second tip would be, have no expectations about the event. We are still talking about expectations, because the graduation was such a surreal experience for me. I almost felt like it was an out of body experience, and I will explain what I mean by that. Now, usually we have 24 hours in a day, but I do not know why that graduation felt like 10 hours or even 5. Like, it felt so fast to begin with. Then the graduation ceremony itself was the shortest and most disappointing thing I had seen in history. I vlogged about it and I talked about how surprised I was, because I just did one walk. Like, the walk, it was not up to a second. It was just handshake, and that was it. Like, 2 years gone just to do handshake. What was that? Now, in the vlog I made about my graduation, I mentioned that yes, I knew that it was not going to be a long event, or that walk would not be long, but it was way too short. And I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? And also, for my fellow perfectionists in the building, do not expect things to go perfectly, because it most likely would not, because it's out of your control for the most part, and some things could just go wrong. But that's okay, because your graduation is not meant to be like a perfect day. Well, I wanted it to be a perfect day, Sha. But it wasn't really a perfect day, I won't even lie. But for the most part, it was beautiful. Very beautiful. Now, when I was talking about this feeling of out of body experience, I thought it was only me that experienced that, only for me to discuss with someone else that has graduated, and she said the same thing. It felt like she wasn't the one graduating. It was after my graduation, I was like, oh wow, I have graduated. In fact, it's the pictures and the videos that made me feel like, okay, wow, this is reality. This really happened. So that's something that I experienced. Now, all these are based on my own experiences. So this could be me projecting, because your experience may be totally different depending on your expectations. For these are my experiences. Now, the third tip I'll give you is to book your taxi ahead of time. This like this crystal clear. It cannot be overemphasized. Like, see, book that taxi early. Oh. I don't want to hear anything, because you'll be so surprised the way there will be traffic. In my graduation vlog, if you've not watched it, what are you waiting for? Go and watch it. I showed a snippet of how there was traffic in Lincoln, small Lincoln. So that's how it usually is on graduation day, because you're not the only one graduating, and everyone else is graduating, and they're coming along with their families. So the taxi services would usually be way too limited. So book on time. Personally, I booked a week before my graduation, and despite booking a week before my graduation, the taxi came quite late. So what I did was, when I was booking for the taxi, I booked a week, and I booked for 2 hours before my graduation. And that was sufficient time in case anything happened. And yes, something happened, because the taxi service came very late. But because I already gave myself 2 hours, there was no issues. So that's something to consider. Now, the fourth tip, remember I said we have 7 tips. The fourth tip is for the ladies. Whatever you do, prioritize your hair and makeup, please, please, please. I'll talk about outfit in this part, because obviously you know that I'm a fashion girly. But the most important thing, if you want to slay, is actually everything from here: your makeup and your hair. And those are the two most important things to focus on. And that's mainly because most of the pictures you're going to take, most of the videos, most of the memories would capture all these parts. And for people that want to use their graduation as an avenue to even have like professional pictures for LinkedIn or whatever experience or event you want to use it for, you need this. For the most part, your graduation gown would cover whatever outfit you're wearing, except for the extra girls. Don't worry, I'll talk about outfits later. Let me first talk about hair and makeup. You need to be very intentional about that. Very intentional, because that is what a lot of people would see. When you're going to frame your pictures, for those that want to frame their pictures, it's going to be your hair and your makeup. Now, regarding your hair and makeup, try not to do something that is so different from who you are. Now, this advice I'm giving is the general advice. So then I'll now talk about advice from my extra girlies, because that's where I belong. Your hair, do a hairstyle that you are already used to. Don't do experiment, because it's your graduation day. Anything could just go wrong. It could go positive, it could go negative. Anything could happen. So make it a hairstyle that you've already had on, and that just makes it easier for you. Then for your makeup, it most likely should be a style of makeup that you are used to. For most people, they just go nude, which is the best, like the easiest, because that's your no makeup look, where it's not looking like you are on makeup, but actually you are on makeup. So that's quite easy, that's quite basic. And let's talk about, okay, wait, let's leave the extra girls. Let's talk about normal, like normal normal people. Most people have challenges about graduation outfit, mainly because they just want to stand out. They want to be extra. Because I was on TikTok one day and I was watching a lady. She was saying that she's struggling for the past 1 month. She's been looking for a graduation outfit. And the only reason why she's been struggling with a graduation outfit is because she wants to stand out. That's the reason. For me, it took a long time to decide on. Okay, I knew exactly how I wanted to appear, which was how I appeared. But putting that look together was a lot financially, re- regarding my time, my resources, everything. But now that's for the extra girlies. So let's leave that aside first. For an average person, you do not need so much to slay on your graduation day. All you need actually is a black gown, and you are good to go. Do not underrate the importance of a simple black gown for your graduation. That is it. Like, do not underrate it. By the way, if you're just joining, welcome. If you have any question regarding anything, be it graduation or any other thing, let me know, because after I'm done with these graduation tips, I'll be answering some questions. I already received about 1 or 2 questions, so I'll be answering them. But if you have any other question right now, you can just type it out, and when I'm done with these tips, I will respond to your questions. So as I was saying, hey, what was I saying? I forgot to. I've literally forgotten my train of thought. Yeah, I think I was talking about the outfit. Yeah, a simple black dress is it. Because if you notice, for most graduation gowns, they are very overpowering and they have solid colors. So you can never go wrong with a black dress. Never. If you have a black dress on with your graduation gown with a beautifully made up face, you don't have to use a makeup artist. If you can do your nude normal makeup and it looks good, you're good to go. Good hair, you will slay. You will literally slay. If you are not looking at having a black gown, my advice is for you to have a neutral colored gown or suit or whatever. Let it be neutral colors. Neutral colors. I know what I'm saying. Stay away from all the shouty colors for your dress. So for the shouty colors, you can have it as your shoe, but not as your dress. The difference will be so clear. I had a total of about 4 graduation outfits. I ended up wearing like 3. My second outfit was a red dress, and yes, it was beautiful. However, wearing it on top of my graduation gown, you can't compare to my original dress. original outfit. You can't compare at all. I even had a third dress, which was orange in color. I couldn't even wear it. I didn't wear it at all. Because when I wore it when I was in the hotel, it was too striking. Because for the graduation gown for my school, the notable colors are yellow and blue. So imagine yellow, blue, orange. Now, people have done it and pulled it off. I'm not saying they can't too. I'm not saying you can't. However, if you want a look with little stress, go with neutral colors. Don't stress it. Go with neutral colors and you're good to go. Now, for my extra girlies, hey, my people, go hard or go home. That was literally the theme of my graduation. Like, I say, okay, I'm seeing the question, I think. Go hard or what? Or go home. For my people, that's it. Period. You can keep dropping your comments, your question. When I'm done, I'll respond to every single one of them. I don't want to miss my train of thought right now. So I think that's it about the outfit. Just ensure that you are slaying, your face is slaying, your hair is slaying, and you're good to go. Now, number 5, hire a photographer or a videographer. Now, obviously, this will depend on your personality, what's important to you. It just depends, because for some people, for me, my graduation is like a wedding. Like my friend was saying, Ada, wait, are you getting married? I say, I'm extra, because for me, like, if you leave me alone, I'll be celebrating every single day of my life. Every single day. I love celebrating. I just love being happy. I love enjoying life. So any small chance I get to celebrate, it's all over. So for my graduation, a lot of people were saying, oh, they love the way I'm celebrating. People think the reason I'm celebrating like this is mainly because of the horror story, like the bad things I experienced. Well, that's part of it. I'm never gonna lie. However, even mm, even if it did not happen, I am extra. Like, I love to celebrate. I love it. So for me, hiring a photographer and a videographer was not even optional. But guess what? I did not do that. I didn't, because a lot of things took my money, a lot, especially my outfit. I don't want to start telling you how much pulling off that look cost me. I don't even want to mention. I, it was very expensive, very expensive. So I prioritized what I wanted to spend on. But in retrospect, I should have prioritized hiring a photographer and a video or a videographer, because I'm a content girly. It was after my graduation, I now reached out to one of my besties that took my picture. And obviously, on my graduation day, my friends, my family, they took my pictures, and the pictures were scrum the yum. It was nice. However, I wanted a professional picture taken with a camera that I could easily frame, and I had to reach out to a bestie. His handle is IOC Pixel, and he just helped me. Took bomb pictures and bomb videos, and that was it. So you can decide to hire a photographer or videographer after your graduation, or right there. I think to save your time, just hire one before your graduation. Now, photographers can be quite pricey, especially in the UK. So you just have to decide if it's your priority, or if you cannot afford one, if you have a friend that is good with if you have a friend that is good with taking angles, that is it. With a good iPhone, you are literally good to go. That's that about that. Number 6, I have 7 tips. Number 6, if your graduation is at night, get a small light, please. My graduation was at 7:30 p.m. Horrible timing. I was so upset when I heard the time. I'm like, what the hell? Who's graduating 7:30? Although it being in spring, it was quite bright. However, after the graduation, everywhere was dark, but I had my light. And if you see the fire pictures that we took, even in the dark, with my light. So if you're graduating at night, get a LED light. It's that simple. I'm not saying go and get carry ring light too. It's not that deep. Unless if you are that extra. I did not carry ring light. It's just a small clippable light, and that was it. So that's something to consider if you are going to be graduating at night and you care about pictures. Now, the seventh and final tip before I go to your questions and comments would be, if your parents cannot be there, yeah. If your parents can be there, sorry, then that's beautiful. But if they cannot be there, you will not, you'll be all right. You will be all right. You will be all right. Just surround yourself with high quality people and you are good to go. Now, this is something that made me a little bit emotional, not on my graduation day, before my graduation, because I don't know, like graduating after 2 years, it was almost a like my mom must be there, my daddy must be there. Like that's how I felt. But they were not there because they couldn't be there. Like it just could not happen because of some reasons. And obviously, before my graduation, I started feeling a type of way. And I even had like I had a friend that wanted to come to the UK just for my graduation. And I really wanted her here. But the nature of my graduation was just so chaotic. I didn't even know I would graduate. So there was really no proper planning, and that could not happen. So obviously, everyone would, or everyone should, I don't know, want to have their parents and loved ones there. But I already prepared my mind for my graduation that, see, my parents will not be here, but that's okay. I have quality friends, I have my family members, and that's okay. Like that's it. So if for whatever reason your parents are unable to make it for your graduation, you will be fine. I'm telling you. Or me, like I was fine. Once you just reach out to them, maybe talk to them, that's it. You'll be fine. Don't kill yourself. Don't stress yourself. See, one thing I'm learning, and which is just my motto in life: make your life as simple as it can be, make your life as easy as it can be. Your life gets to be easy. A lot of times we over, how am I shining my eyes? A lot of times we overcomplicate our own lives. It's not necessary. It isn't. So besties, those are my 7 tips. Let me now go to the comments. Hi Toby. First year. I have a question. Ada, please do more content on University of Lincoln for those of us coming this September to be updated, and job opportunities in Lincoln. Hey, so okay, yes. I know that my content shifted. I started creating like I've been creating lots of interview related content as opposed to creating like University of Lincoln content. And for me, it's mainly because I am governed by what you want. When I became quite intentional about this channel, something I said was, whatever you want me to see is what I'll put out there. That's it. Like, I'm here to serve you. So when I put up my interview content on like jobs and all, the feedback was amazing. And once you are giving me feedback, you are liking the video, you are commenting, you are saying we want more, we want more. Me, I will give you more. So that was just it. So I think for my University of Lincoln content, compared to the feedback I was getting, it was not commensurate. So one thing about me in relation to creating content, see, I have a lot of content to create. My YouTube content book is not here. You can even like ask anyone that knows me. I am obsessed with my YouTube. Like I'm obsessed with creating YouTube content. I am. And I have a long list of content ideas, a long list of videos that I have already filmed and not even edited, a long list of video ideas that I want to film. But I am guided by what you want. Like right now, I know I've received a lot of messages about University of Lincoln content in recent times, and that should obviously be because September is approaching. So I would definitely start creating more University of Lincoln content. To answer your question, I'll start creating more University of Lincoln content. Currently, I think my last video I talked about international students in general, and I like the fact that a lot of people appreciated that content. And the reason why I care about what you appreciate is because I'm not the one that will be watching this content too. And it's my time we're talking about. Like, I'm creating content for my besties, like my online besties. That's it. So I want to know that, okay, you people want this content, and I'll be sure to give you the content that you want. So yes, my next okay, I don't think that'll be my next video, but sometime next week I'm going to put up a video on how I made a distinction, like the tips that I have for whoever is coming to study. I'll be creating content like that. I also have some content ideas on how to prevent okay, I've already released the content on plagiarism, but I have a content idea on citation. I also have a content idea on dissertation. Then regarding University of Lincoln, I have a content idea. No, not just content idea. I've actually filmed it, but I've not edited it, on accommodation in the University of Lincoln. So I know that I've not really created much content on University of Lincoln. So that would be prioritized going forward. Thank you. Nanda! Hey, bestie! See me, I'm screaming like a like a goat. Goats don't scream. Okay. See the bad thing about life. All the small things that I would have edited out. Now I can't edit it. Hey babe. She said for Ada, it was like a wedding. I'm telling you. My graduation was like, someone was saying that if you are doing like this, when you get married, what will happen? My dear, calm down, calm down. Leave that one. Let's focus on the one that is at hand. Now that say yes, I'm the friend. Period. Now that was one of my friends that present during my graduation. And when I'm talking about high quality friend, Nanda, because she really made me feel really, really good on my graduation day, and that's something that I would forever be grateful for, because on my graduation day, like it literally felt like a wedding day. Actually, dude, I don't know what. It felt like a wedding day. Let's leave it like that, because I had so many emotions. Like, I was so happy. The day before my graduation, I was literally just crying. Like, it was just too much. So having someone that I was present, that understands me, just present to be there, beautiful. And obviously, yes, I was also surrounded by other beautiful, high quality friends and family members. Um, Nanda says she's the queen. I'm the queen of YouTube. Period. Get you a friend that hypes you. Nanda is my hype queen. I love you, baby girl. I love you right back, Nanda. Thank you so much. So that's that right now. Not finally. I got a question that would interest some people, and the question is, Ada, can you talk about how to pick a love you, Nanda? The question is, Ada, can you talk about how to pick a dissertation topic and how the experience is for you? Also, what are the challenges doing your research? So I'll answer the questions one after the other. First off, the first answer to this question is that I will be filming a comprehensive video on dissertation, because this live stream, in all fairness, cannot answer like all the angles of the dissertation. It really cannot. But I will share what I can in this life. Now, let me just see about dissertation. See, I'm a stubborn girl. That's the gist. How can you experience racism? You went through the horror story. Time to do dissertation. Besties, guess what I wrote on? Guess what? Guess what I wrote on? I literally wrote on racism. However, in fact, I wrote on two strong topics. I mixed them together. So let me explain. To answer the question first, how did you pick your dissertation research topic? For me, I would say for your dissertation, you have to realize that it is a lot of words, thousands of words. So you have to be very intentional about your topic. You have to pick a topic that you are truly passionate about. Passionate about, truly. Don't just pick a topic because you just want to pick a topic, you just want to move on. Because for those of us that want to graduate with a distinction, your dissertation can be the final seal to whether or not you will graduate with a distinction. That's the truth. Because it carries a lot of credits. If you can get an A in your dissertation, the chances of you getting a distinction would be higher than if you do not get an A. And one great way of excelling well in your dissertation is choosing something you actually have a lot of passion for. Now, for me, even right from when I started in the course, when they will give us the opportunity to write on any topic, maybe they tell us, pick a topic and write on. I was always writing on domestic abuse. Always, consistently. Ask all my classmates, consistently. In fact, my first day of like being my first day in class, or one of my first days in class, when they asked us what we wanted to use social work to do, I said domestic abuse, though, to help women, to help people that are in those situations. And then they were like, because for most social workers, the goal is to be in child services, to be in this, to be in that. Me, my own, it has always been the domestic abuse, or domestic violence, because obviously they're not even the same thing. But that has always been the goal, domestic abuse. And let's just call it DA for the purpose of this life. So that's all I've been writing on consistently. So when it was time for my dissertation, it was a given I needed to write on DA. But then not just DA in general, because prior to doing my dissertation, I started working for a charity. And that was when I realized that, by the way, the charity, they support people that experience forms of abuse. When I started working there, that's when I realized that, see, DA, domestic abuse, is not just DA for everyone. Your nationality would impact how you are treated by the system in the UK. And that shocked me because it made me realize that survivors or victims have hierarchy depending on your skin color if you're in the UK. Let me speak for the UK. And this is something, if you like, disagree with me. I do not. This is something I worked there, I experienced it. Someone with my skin color experiencing that would not be treated the same way. Then it's even worse off if someone with my skin color experiences that being done by a white abuser. And that's when I realized that, what? This racism, it even enters, like, it is in every fabric of society. Like, it's everywhere. And for my, sorry, Mrs. For my dissertation, I just knew I'm writing on this. I'm writing on this. And my topic was, I can't remember right now, I can't remember like the exact words I used, but something like how the social work profession responds to survivors of domestic abuse that are BAME, meaning Black, Asian, and minor ethnicities. And I remember when I picked that topic, hey, hmm, problem, because I had like, I feel like I'm being careful what I say now, because, but I feel like they didn't want me to write on that. They didn't. Because why is it that I've picked my topic and I'm getting lots of oppositions? People telling me, why not just write on, when I say people, I mean people that are going to be marking my script, telling me, why not just write on domestic abuse? I said, no, that's not what I'm writing on. Because it's not just domestic abuse, it's the inequality. It's the fact that when a person is anything like me, and by anything like me, I just mean non-white. When a person is anything like me, you are, if you experience DA, you have like triple threats, if not more than triple, because you're not just going to be facing the abuse itself, but also destitution, because it impacts every aspect of your life. And if you are on an insecure immigration status, you are, it is a problem, because you now face the fear of deportation or even detention. Because if your abuser is maybe your the main applicant, and you're just a dependent or whatever, this person can literally make you lose that immigration status. They will have to send you back to your country. And if you go back to your country, we know how it is received when a person, most likely a woman, talks about being abused. People will look for a way to shame her. You can see I have a lot of like passion for this topic. So it was so clear that, see, this is my dissertation topic and it must be my topic. And I remember they were saying there were no resources for me to properly write my dissertation on the topic. And yes, they were right. Because I was surprised to see that in 2024, people have not written much about it. There is like the resources available, very little, very limited. But I told myself, I'm stubborn. Oh. If I want to do something, I will do it. I said, I am going to write this thing and I will get an A in this. I reached out to the head librarian in school, the head. I said, I want to have a chat with her. Oh. I told her that, oh, so you mean I want to talk about race, I want to write on racism and there is no resource on it? She now said, no, 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 there's resource, don't worry, she will help me. And that's how she now helped me source out some resources for me to read on regarding racism in the UK in social work field. And even those resources, yes, they were like a good foundation, but I still had to, I did research. But the reason why I was able to do all that was because I was dogged. I was passionate about it. I took the difficult way, because the easy way out would be to just write anything and still get my A. Because for the social work field, for instance, there were easier topics. I could have written on poverty in the UK, numerous books about it, numerous. So I would write, I would critically analyze, I would still get my A. But it will not give me that fulfillment that I wanted to have. And also, I don't know if I may have struggled with what to write, because when you're not passionate about something, and don't forget, your dissertation is a lot of words. So you have to like what you are doing. So I would say if you are confused about what topic to pick, just see, lean in. I'm a big proponent on just leaning in. You know the answers. You know what you want to write on. No one needs to tell you, write on this topic. No. You would know. Just lean in, you would know. Because the way mine just came to me, I realized, what do I like? What can I write on without getting tired? And let me tell you, the thousands of words I wrote, if they had given me more time, I would have written more. If they had given me more thousands of words, I would have written more. That is how intentional I was. That's how passionate I am about the topic. And I think that's something that could help you with your dissertation, because I faced lots of challenges. About a week or 2 weeks to the submission date, my supervisor was changed and I had to start almost afresh, because this new supervisor was even like, no, no, you can't say this, you can't say this. It felt like she didn't want me to write a lot about the racism part. It felt like she was trying to like um what was this word? Trying to balance it up. She's not saying, no, no, no. Why am I just writing about racism? What of this? What of that? What of that? I said, no. If I want to write on racism, that's what I want to write on. And like that's what I want to write on. And I was so scared. Like I was literally scared. Like some days to my submission days for my dissertation, I was literally telling a friend that, oh my god, I don't know if I will still get this A, because I really wanted the A, because I knew that it would make or mar how my results would go. At the point I'm like, should I just not have insisted on this topic? Should I just have written any topic? But I think there's something my younger brother usually says. He say, in this life, you have to be known for something. You have to be known for something. And that's something that I did not forget. And me, I don't like people that are you're just neutral. You have no backbone. You're everywhere. No. You have to be known for something. For something. Unless if what you want to be known for is you being neutral. Because so that's just something that I remember, and I just said, you know what, I'm writing on this topic. So this is not me saying go and write on something controversial, but lead into how you feel when you want to pick your dissertation topic. The next question that he asked on this, he said, how was the experience for you? I think I've already kind of explained how the experience was. In general, it was a beautiful one. For my course, the dissertation was divided into two parts. So one part was for the like actual dissertation, like the write-up. Then there was a presentation, like we needed to present our dissertation. So that was that. And yeah, it actually went really well. Um in this life, whatever you're doing, try and be excellent, because even if someone does not like you, they can't deny your excellence. Because obviously, writing on racism was an issue. But my dissertation was not just marked by one person. So one person could not just use their biases to mark me down. Because imagine talking about racism after accusing, not just accusing, after knowing that some of these people that are going to be handling these things. So I had to be so good that I could not be denied that A. Like I had to be so good. So good. Because even in the remarks that I got, you would know that the remarks I got, you know that we are giving you this A because there was no way we could not have given you the A. Not because we liked you, because I was a force. I really was. I am a force. But me deciding to write on racism after that experience was a classic. Like, what do you want to say to that? It was just a classic. So that was that. So my experience was it was roller coaster. It was just like a roller coaster, basically. What are the challenges you faced doing your research? My main challenge was in the dearth of resources, the scarcity of resources. So one thing I ensure I do when I'm writing any article at all is to ensure that I use current resources. So my I'm always using like high quality resources. When I'm citing an article or a book or any resource, I'm usually looking at the most recent, the most current. In my dissertation, I even cited something that was written in 2024, and I was submitting in 2024. Like, I like my work being as recent as possible. But for me, because of the scarcity of resources on racism and DA, so I got lots of resources on DA. But when you want to write on racism, resources are not so much, especially when you're linking it to DA. So that was a major challenge I faced. Also, the change of my dissertation supervisor was a mad, like, major challenge I faced, because imagine your supervisor being changed towards the end. And my supervisor was changed because of a personal issue that my because of a personal issue that my supervisor had. That was why they were changed. But it still affected me because, well, it didn't affect me 'cause at last. Yeah, but it was a challenge for me. Then also the horror story was a huge challenge because I had to write my dissertation in the midst of that brouhaha. So I did not have, like, scarcity of time, scarcity of everything. People were doing Christmas, I was doing dissertation. People had resumed work, I was so those are the challenges that I faced. So about that's what I can answer about the dissertation. But I would not forget to do a comprehensive video, not necessarily about my own experience, but more so about how you can pull it, like how you can do a very good job with your dissertation, because it is such a big deal. I would also be filming a video next week on basically this whole distinction thing, because a lot of people think to get a distinction you have to get all A's every time, everywhere. That's not how it works. A lot of times, being intentional about the courses, being intentional can help you, because there's some, once you get A's in some very strategic aspects of your academics, it's going to be easy for you to just get a distinction. You don't have to get all A's everywhere. Mm-mm. So that's that. So those are the questions I have. I would be leaving very soon. So if you have any other question whilst I'm here, please ensure to ask. Because the main reason I did this live, okay, two main reasons. Number one, to connect with you in real time. I want to, like, build an intentional relationship with all my besties where we are talking. If you watch my Instagram stories, you would know that you and I were like this, like this today, because I'm constantly, like, communicating with you, because I want to fill you in on what's up part time, and this to me was like a perfect opportunity to talk to you in real time, ask me any question in real time, tell me any concern you have in real time, instead of maybe sending me a DM on Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, my Instagram handle is Adaeze Osadebe, and if you're not following me on TikTok, it is Adaeze Legal Pepe. So that's that. Then also, the second reason why I decided to do this live is because, in line with ensuring that I'm constantly communicating with you all, I am very intentional about the time I communicate. Like, I want to intentionally create content for you. And for this week, I'm not going to, I've already released a video on my graduation vlog, that one. I've also released the things no one tells you as a self-sponsored international student. And I'm supposed to release a video tomorrow because I prefer releasing videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays at 5 p.m. However, tomorrow I will not be releasing any video because tomorrow I'm gonna be, yeah, I'm traveling, so I won't be here to release any videos. So I just said, instead of filming a video, editing, why not just come up here, talk to your besties, give them the gist about your graduation, and answer any question that they have, which is what I have come to do today. So whilst we are trying to conclude this final part of the life, I want you to know that, see, if you are struggling with interviews, especially in the healthcare industry, you don't have to struggle. You have me. You have me. You don't have to struggle. Because a lot of times people ask me some questions like, how do I negotiate my salary? How do I answer this question in an interview setting? What should I wear? What should I? And my answer most times is, please, 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 please. I have an ebook guide on all these things. That ebook guide is like my baby because it's something that I created. Like, I spent a long time not just creating it, refining it to ensure that, see, once you have your hands on that ebook guide, it will serve as your Bible, like it will serve as your guide if you are struggling. I know some people, in short, besties, the way you guys send me messages every day, new messages, like nothing makes me as happy as seeing a YouTube notification of one of you saying, we've gotten a job. Like, I'm always screaming, say, yeah, that's my besties. Because it makes me really happy. I know what it's like to be in this country. No, I don't know what's like. Oh. After I say I know what it's like to be in this country without a job. I don't know what it's like because I got a job immediately. But I know what it's like not to have a job. I don't know what it's like. Oh, why am I saying I know what it's like? I don't. But because I have experienced working here, I can imagine what it can look like to be here without a job. Because that's not cute. I know some people that come to this country and they are changing naira to pounds. That's ridiculous. But that's what happens when you don't have a job, because what can you do? You have to survive. So, by the way, please, if you are currently not in the UK and you're desiring to come here, please, you can start applying for a job while you are in your home country. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You don't have to wait till you come here. Please, so that you will not come here and struggle, because things have changed. For me, it was very easy because when I came in, we were very few looking for jobs. We were few international students. Well, now everybody's international, everybody. So the job market is now more difficult. And when I came in, I started working as a care worker, domiciliary care worker. That's why I started working. Then I moved over to being a support worker, and so and so and so. I moved. And one thing that I'll forever be grateful for is how low the barrier to entry is as a healthcare worker. And that's the reason why a lot of my interview content is geared towards healthcare work. Not because that's the only thing available, because that is not. You don't have to come here and be a healthcare worker. You don't. You can decide whatever you want to do. However, if you want a low barrier to entry profession, and you are a very empathetic person, you're someone that you love people, you love caring for people, it's a good way to start, because it gives you that initial cash. It helps you put your foot on the ground financially in the UK before you now start getting other jobs. So if being in the healthcare industry is something that you want to start with, for some people, that's even where they want to end. It depends on you. It depends on what your goals are, what your priorities are, where what your skills are. So if being in the healthcare industry is something that you want, waste no time. My ebook guide is here for you. I've had lots of people that struggle with getting jobs and they read it. See, wait. It's not a quick fix, so to your challenges before you tell me it's not a quick fix. However, it would, I dare say, 10x your chances of getting a job, because it's not just me giving you tips on how to land the job. I'm also giving you templates. Like, God, that ebook guide is crazy. I'm literally giving you templates on what to say when your interviewer asks you a question. A lot of messages I get from my besties, they say things like, wow, the example you gave was asked, because most of these healthcare jobs is the same thing. Oh. It's the same thing. Most times they just change semantics, they change their words. It is literally the same thing they're asking you. So once you have a general idea of what they expect of you, because when your interviewer asks you a question, you get why. There's a reason. Once you know why they are asking you, you can be very strategic and you answer. And that's the easiest way to get a job. Oh. That's the easiest way. Most times getting a job is you're performing, it's performance. It is. Even your interviewer is performing for you. They come and tell you, if you work here, that's the best thing after sliced bread. Working here is it. We are like a family. We are this, we are that. They are performing for you. That's the truth, oh. They are. Because you will not start working there. You'll not be wondering, I thought people are a family. Why this one they gossip this person? And that's not how it works. Because they're literally trying to buy you in. So you self, you buy them in. Tell them that you are the best candidate. And the best way to do that is by knowing what they want from you, what they want from their ideal candidate. Then you give it to them. So my evil guide would greatly help you. Also, if you have any struggle regarding revamping CVs, that one is me doing it for you. I will literally be revamping your CV. Now, for these two services, they are definitely not free, not free. To get my free content, YouTube is there for you. In fact, if you are here mainly because of the interview content, I have a playlist. See, for this channel, whatever you want, I'm giving you. I'm literally giving you. I have playlists for various aspects of content. So if you are here because of educational content, you want to be hearing about how to pass, check, there's a playlist too. Let me besties, I'm here for you today. I mean business. I mean business. Let me go to my page and show you some things and explain to you my playlist. So I have playlists. If you are here for educational content, I have a playlist for you. If you are here for care and support work, I have a playlist for you. If you are here because of self-development and mindset, I have a playlist for you. If you are here for get ready with me and story times, I have a playlist for you. If you are here for travel vlogs, I have a playlist for you. If you are here for travel guides, tips, and airline reviews, I have a playlist for you. If you are here for general jobs and interview tips, I have a playlist for you. If you are here for YouTube content, although I've stopped creating YouTube content because I don't know, because I think, as I said earlier, I create what you want me to create, not what I want to create. Me, left to me, I want to give you the tea about how to grow on YouTube, how to make this money. But if you don't care about that, my dear, I'm not doing it too. But I still have some videos I've already released. If you want book reviews, perfume reviews, and hauls, I have a playlist for you. If you want my vlogs, I literally have a playlist for you. I have a playlist on general vlogs. I have a playlist on UK living series. If you want content on relocation and jackpot content, I have a playlist for you. See my playlist. See them. See them. What am I doing? If you also want a playlist on social work content, I have a playlist for you. Then if you want videos on University of Lincoln content, I have these are literally my playlist. These are literally my playlist. So I'm here for you. That's it. That's my work. That's my work. So you all know literally I create content that you want me to create, and that's it. So that's it, besties. I think the last thing that needs to be said about the services I offer, I used to offer one-on-one services, one-on-one like meeting, and a lot of people benefited from it because then I'll just give my time for 30 minutes and it was very affordable, and I'll just be gisting with you about anything you want to talk about. But right now I have put that on hold. Yes, because it's my time we're talking about, and my time is money. And yeah, let's put that on hold for now. For now. Some people that have gained from it have gained, but that's that. So, besties, in the absence of any question, we would have to go. But I'm going to release a video next on Monday, 5 p.m. That's the time. If you need to tell me anything, My Instagram is there. If you need to learn more about any of my service, my Instagram Adaeze Osadebe is there. If you need me for any business collaboration or anything that relates to this money, my email address is adazempire@gmail.com. Now, finally, I have a fashion brand. For those that don't know, I'm a fashion tutor and seamstress. So if that is something you want to benefit from, Ada's Empire is the handle to check out on Instagram and also on YouTube. Yes, I have a YouTube sewing channel. And actually, today or tomorrow, I don't know when I'll finish editing, Sha. Today or tomorrow, I'll be dropping a sewing tutorial on my graduation outfit. So, besties, what's the time? Oh my God, 1 hour, 6 minutes. Thank you so much for being here with me. Thank you so much. If you're watching this as a replay, please like, drop comment, and I'm going to be seeing you all on Monday, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. All right, besties. You can watch my lives. If you want to watch any of my previous lives, you can just check live and watch. So, besties, I'm gonna see you next time. Stay blessed, remain happy, and mwah. Bye, besties. I don't know how to end this life again.